Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of GT Sport Daily Races. So we've qualified first in the Lamborghini, arguably one of the best cars on this track, so we shouldn't have a problem in winning, or should we? You've got me driving not too good, in a fairly good car. We'll see what happens. But you see, second place is just about to dive bomb me here. Started the race, I wasn't thinking what was happening, I started braking too early. And he's just dive bombed me. However, we've got quite a good exit. He's now on the outside of both the next two corners, so he has to back out and let us through. So we've just reclaimed first position. Quite a clumsy scenario we got ourselves into, but we can see he's quite happy to brake quite late and get past us. So we need to be careful throughout this race. I think this section here is really where we should start getting away from second place, just because this car grips extremely well, and I feel quite confident in this sort of area. I think he'll start catching us on the straights, but in terms of this corner, I'd brake at around 125 meters and try and turn in and get on the power as soon as possible. One thing you'll notice other YouTubers do is they as soon as they got around half power or half throttle, as soon as they've got that far, they'll suddenly bump it up to 4, and I don't do that, so I'm losing time on the exits of all my corners, so I need to start doing that. But you see, just after the chicane of death there, we touched the wall, which has allowed second place to gain a lot of time on us. And he's gained it in one of the worst positions, just before the main straight, where the slipstream is quite powerful, so I really need to try and defend quite smartly, quite well here. So I'm trying to break the slipstream from him. However, he's following my every single move. You can see in the bottom right on the radar. So I'm going to go for the inside route here, hoping he can't stick it around the outside. He's just braked a bit later than me. I've tried to give him room here. I've just gone a little wide on the exit, as I wanted to try and give him room and try and not hit him. I had to just pull out of the accelerator there, so he's got a better exit than me, but also now track position. But as I said, this section up here is where I feel quite comfortable, and so hopefully we can get him back. It's not even half a second ahead of us, so there's still quite a bit of time. We should still be able to get it. Need to be careful of third place, although third place seems to be dropping off without well, if I don't make mistakes like that. You can see I cut quite a bit of the corners off here. You can really do that in this track. I think actually third place is just messed up maybe, but you can see he's just gone to 1.5 seconds behind us. But I braked a bit later into this corner, hooked it up on the exit. So if I can keep this sort of distance behind first place, the main straight, I should stand a really good chance of overtaking him going into the first corner of the race. But I don't feel confident going through the chicane. I've just lost time. You see, I'm actually losing more time as we go through the straights here. But hopefully the slipstream will help, and we can maybe get that half a second back on the straight and make a move going into the first corner. You see, I got quite a good exit compared to him. The slipstream's really helped as well. We're now almost, well, we are 2.5 seconds ahead of third place, so this is all about attacking now. Just gave him a little nudge, but I should go in on the inside and try and dive bomb him, but he cuts any options off I have, and in doing that, it's an awful exit. If I just nudge him ahead of me, and he's been able to escape for now. However, we're coming up to a bit of a tight section where he seems to be a little slower, so we should be able to keep the gap small and try again on the next lap. You see, each time I'm coming up the corners a bit quicker than him, and I'm just giving him nudges. It's really hard in this game when you're racing close not to give people nudges in terms of pushing them a bit, because for me here it's really impacting the race. I can't get past him, so I keep pushing him in front of me. You see, I just touched him then as well. Hopefully we can get him on this corner. He is quite good on the brakes though, perhaps a bit more risky than me. I was going to cut across him there, but it was just going to be a disaster. And you can see he's just pushed me out wide. which is fair enough. I done that to him earlier. So now it's just a case of trying to follow him and get him on the next straight. You see, I've just cut the corner a bit there. I started turning in way too early and completely binned it, and ruined it. I've spun the wheels up in my anger and frustration and completely ruined. I've gone from second now down to 10th, which is awful. Not good. We've got two people fighting behind us as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get taken out by these guys. So I've gone really defensive here. I'm hoping they're both going very deep, brake deep. You can see they're both locking the tires up. There's smoke everywhere. Yeah, I can't comprehend. The lobbies I'm in at the moment are quite aggressive and dirty. But hopefully in time I'll get into better lobbies. Maybe we'll be racing some YouTubers. I'm not sure there are any who are in a low lobby like me, but I haven't been playing the game that much, haven't got much online racing to my name, so hopefully in time we'll get there and we'll be joining the big boys, and we'll be celebrating with all our 1 subscribers doing that. Okay, so can we get 9th position? A bit different from getting 1st position here, but can we get 9th? We are a second, just under a second behind, and we're only gaining at the moment. So as long as I don't mess up the chicane of death, I think we can probably get 9th going, exiting onto the main straight. You can see actually it's quite a big battle ahead of us as well, so potentially we can get even more positions. We just need to be careful here, make no mistakes. Come on, focus, we can do it. We're setting good times, we might set the best lap if we don't do this. So I've done it again, I've binned it, absolutely binned it, but I'm not giving up. Not giving up. We're not last, I'm not giving up, we're going to do this. Not the ending I expected. We have still finished first. Just 2 firsts. 2 firsts are better than 1 first, right? So we're 11, 2 firsts, we've won. We've basically won twice in 1 race. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you in the next episode of GT Sport Racing.